welcome everybody to Ignite Humanity Live. Blessings to you wherever you are in the world. I hope it's fun and fabulous because you're here right now on the show as we're talking about ways to ignite humanity. I'm your host, Lady JB Owen, and I'm having a great day already because we're going to have some fun today. I want you all to be thinking about igniting humanity. What does that mean? Well, it's an opportunity for each and every one of us to step into a better version of ourselves. And when we do that, we empower others to do the same. And one of the ways that we ignite one another is to share our powerful stories, talk about what we're doing and how we've come through some of the challenges and perseverance in our lives to give us that more ignited feeling. And those personal ignite moments actually make us feel more connected to one another. And they bring forth compassion and empathy and understanding. And it is truly through ignite moments that we will ignite humanity. I believe that it's a common denominator amongst us all. It's something we all have. And it's completely free. It's our own unique IP. It's what makes us us. And the truth is, every single person on the planet has an ignite moment. And when they share that, they actually connect with one another. And that's the theme of today. It's Friday, and we love to have a theme, and we're talking about connections. How can we grow our connections, have more connections, build connections, and truly foster connections that empower us and inspire us and motivate us? And how can we be the kind of connectors that move people into a better version of who they are? Because connections truly, well, as you, I hope, can agree, connections build love and foster caring, and they really truly make the world ignited in many, many ways. All right, well, let's get started. I love and super happy to connect with one of my friends over on the other side of the world, Miss Simona Sabatini, an accomplished coach, entrepreneur, and best-selling author of Ignite Happiness, is also a passionate advocate for children's rights. Her dedication as a trainer is fueled by a deep commitment to unlocking individual potential, guiding people to obtain their unique goals across personal, professional, and business domains. As the founder and lead coach of Desire, Decide, Develop, Simona specializes in empowering individuals to harness their full potential. Simona's coaching methodology is a dynamic fusion of theoretical knowledge and practical application. This approach integrates insights garnered from her extensive expertise in the entrepreneurial world and further enriched by her work across international cultures and environments. She's coming to us all the way from Kenya. Welcome her to the show. Welcome, welcome. So happy to have you here, my darling.
Hello. How are you?
Very good. Blessings to you and welcome. Happy to have you. Great that you've joined us, and I appreciate you deeply. You know, people have been listening already. We've been talking about connections and some of the things that you are doing. Tell me about the idea, desire, decide, and develop. Tell me more about that.
Okay. That came to my mind because I thought about my life and I was thinking, okay, everything starts with a desire. So the desire is the starting point. You want something and then to make the desire to become true, to change your life, you need to decide to work on it. So desire, decide, and then obviously develop. Because if you don't implement, is nothing. And I love the idea of transforming dreams into reality. So I say, you want, you act, and you will achieve. So the three moments: desire, decide, develop.
You know,
That is the meaning.
Yeah, it's very good because the interesting thing is, and I've noticed sometimes people stop dreaming. They stop dialing into their desires. They just feel like they go into, I have to do this and I must do this and all the things they should do. Can you help people awaken a little bit more and really be interested in what it is they desire and what they're dreaming of?
Yes, for example, I have just a small tip. Looks like a simple thing, but it changes a lot. For example, you said, very true, people feel I have to, I must do. You know, I have to work, I must go to work, I have to pay, I don't know, utility bills, whatever. So the first thing I usually say is transform, turn, I have to or I must do into I want to. Because this one will give you a lot of power. When you say I have to, looks like somebody else or the society or people or whatever is uh, somehow independent from you. So you are a victim of the system, the society, the people. But when you say I want to, you take your life in your own hands. So when you say I want to, your brain will immediately start working in a way to help you to achieve what you want. And
And
there
then
are
the
a lot
next, yeah, I totally agree. It's super empowering. I want to do this, or I choose to do this. And then the
yes.
next step is the decision, because a lot of people will say, I want this, I want to do this, I want to go here, I want to write a book, I want to speak on stage, I want to change the world, I want to ignite humanity. But then they don't actually make a decision to decide to do anything. How do you prompt people to make the decision?
The first thing is, again, to go back to some words, because there is I want and I would like. So usually when I work with people, the first thing is to separate. What you want means I do whatever is needed for. So we need to be very careful on what we say I want. And then something else we would like. I wish, or I would like to have this, or I would like to participate to the marathon.
Mm-hmm.
I do my best. But if I want to participate to the marathon, I know that I'm committing myself to do whatever is needed. So we need few wants at a time, and then all the desire remain, the one that you would like remain second. This way is the first way to choose, because you can't say I want to everything. We are not kids. I mean, a
Mm-hmm.
child, yes, can say I want for an adult. And the importance is to understand that I want means I do whatever is needed. So it's not I do, yes, then today I can't. No. If you want this one, you move toward. And while you say I want, your unconscious mind is helping you to achieve, because I want and they dedicate. So the first choice is between what you want really and what you would like. So we make two. Sometimes we make two lists.
It's
And
a
then
really
from
good it's a really good point. I just did a social media post not recently that said you can want everything, but mastering what you want is the most important. And mastering the wanting the right things also, because you can want a lot of things, but mastery is in really wanting what's right for you, or wanting not just everything, or I want that because that person. It's really mastering what you want so you know that it's right for you.
yes, and also to decide what you want according to or related to your main values. I usually suggest to look at all the values that you have, but then you choose only five. These five values are, you are not ready to negotiate. These are my pillars. I won't negotiate on that. Other things, obviously, we have to adjust. We are in a society, but anyway, I can't stand for everything again.
Mm-hmm.
So select five values, and whatever choice you do according to the five values that you say, these are the strongest, this is the one who represents me.
I don't think a lot
So
of
this is
people actually establish their 5 pillars or their 5 goal or core values. Is there a way that you can suggest for people to really know what their 5 pillars are?
Yes, usually the best is to look, you can also Google, values. I have my personal tab that I use with people. There are somehow, I don't know, 50 or 100, I don't remember, values. And usually I say people, okay, select. At the beginning, I say select 10. These are the strongest. And then from the 10, so the idea would be to make a list. So family, love and care, spirituality, nature, success, personal development, health, whatever. So environment, relationships. What are all the values that you can come to your mind? Doesn't matter if you are Oyo or what. You make a long list. And then you start selecting, saying, okay, this is good, all of them are good, but what are the most important for me? The one that represent me 100%. And this one helps a lot. It's not easy. I can tell you that when I work with people and they give all these ones, but it's impossible because there's so many that are important, so many that are good for me. Yes, obviously. I know you have a lot of values. Great. But now select. And the same could be to have a better life is to select 5 in each area. For example, the 5 key things that I want from a relationship. Everybody wants a lot, I know. But when you look about what you want from your romance or from your relationship, 5 things. The one that are crucial to you, the one you can't negotiate, the one without this one I can't stay in a relationship. The 5 things you want from your job, the 5 things that you want for yourself. So everything in 5. I call it the game of 5. But with 10 questions like this, you can really get the, let's say, the guidelines for your life. And then it will be easier to choose and select and to stick on what you want, as you said, to matter and to do whatever for 1 or 2 things at a time. It's not hard. It's just a system. It's just method.
It's really wonderful what you're sharing. So let me ask you this: desire, decide, develop. Once somebody does that, how is that helping them ignite humanity?
You know, when you empower somebody and this person is living his or her life at the fullest, enjoying life, being serene, being in harmony. You know, I work with entrepreneurs. I mean, I work with business people. I work with professionals, with all kind of people. And usually when they discover the pillars and they start living better, you know, you can give to others only what you have.
Correct.
I mean, you can't give a gift that you don't have. So if you're serene, you spread serenity around. If you have harmony within you, you spread harmony. If you become joyful because you start appreciating life, understanding that everything we feel is granted is not granted. Appreciating each single moment, looking at your business, also if it is business, look at what is good. I usually say if we are in a farm, for example, if you want to teach people or help people in some countries, and you tell them if they have some seed to plant and they have arid land and a good soil, obviously you suggest to plant in the good soil. It's normal. But in life, sometimes in our society, in our community, we look at what is not going well. What is bad of the situation, what is bad of the kids. When you go to talk with kids, you are a mom. When you go to the teacher, they, yes, good, better in this. Maybe the child is very bright, is very good in something, but they always point on what is not good. But you know, if we point on what is not good, for example, for kids, I experienced it a lot with my own kids and with the children of the project, hundreds of children. You say, okay, you have to improve, or it's important that you improve. It's okay. Maybe the next time that subject is going up, but something else is going down. So try to leverage what is good. We are all different, and that is the beautiful part of life. We are not all the same. We are not stones or machines. We are human beings. Each one of us has some particularity, something that is make the person unique. So leverage whatever is good. Appreciate what we have. That is a way to really help.
I so agree. Let me shift gears a little bit because you mentioned the kids that you work with. Talk to us a little bit about the work that you are doing to ignite humanity, the work you're doing in Africa.
That is a project I really love. We founded it many years ago. Now the grown-up children are no longer children. I mean, they are parents, they have kids themselves, and they're very independent. What I can say is not the idea of helping by money. I mean, I was doing volunteering a lot, doing coaching and training and trying to help them to grow. To me, the idea of charity, the standard idea of charity is, okay, I have something and I give, but you are down. So I give you because you are down. I like the idea of empowering people, helping people to express themselves also in these countries. So that is the job we have been doing. And I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot. If you give me 1 minute, I share with you a story of a school where I learned something from the principal.
Yes, we love stories.
Okay, that year was a terrible year. It didn't rain, there was no food. Honestly, it was really difficult. A lot of people were starving. One day I was in one of the schools we are supporting, where we had also a feeding program. And we were assisting, we are a very small organization, few people together. So we had in that school 50 kids in feeding program. One day I met the principal at the gate. I said, where are you coming from? And he said, I'm coming from looking around if somebody can help us with some food. You know, this morning we had to take one child to the hospital. He fell down and we didn't know what was the problem. But then at the hospital, they told us, this child is at least 3 days that is not having food. And walking up and down from home to school with no food for 3 days with the heat is terrible. And then he said, okay, I know that you're doing what you can, but is it possible for you to take some more kids? And they told him, okay, you know, we are really struggling trying to make our best. You know, we don't have only this program. So let me see, I talked with the other people, let me see if we can increase the number. And then he told me, you know, I want to tell you something. For you, Western culture people, you have always problem with numbers. I mean, what do you mean? You know, because I tell you to help somebody and you start thinking, okay, how many we can add? You said, okay, let's see how many. But I want to tell you something. One child more is not a number, is not one, is a life.
Mm.
And that one touched my heart. It would be 30 years ago, I don't know, but I still remember because one is not one, it's a life.
Mm-hmm.
So if you help one child, is one more that can have something, in that case, to eat. But the fact that he said, you know, in Western culture, you always come. So, but it's true, 50 kids. I was not thinking to help 51, honestly. I was thinking, okay, maybe we can increase 10. Let's see. You know, my mind was already going, okay, where can we save money? How can we do it? I can never think about one. It was true. And that was a lesson that I took with me and I still is still with me. So one is alive.
Mm.
So
You know,
appreciating also
it's so beautiful that you say that because we always talk here in the show like one person can make a massive difference and one person can ignite another life. And we too are building schools, and I have a belief that not just one, but many of those children will go out into the world and just one of them can just do one thing that could absolutely change humanity. And so we have to give those kids a chance. We have to supply them with the opportunities. We have to teach them because that child may be the one person that goes out and makes a massive difference in society, in the environment, in the climate, in racism and prejudice and civil rights and human rights. Like, we just don't know. But just like you said, that one could be the one. So we have to help as many as we can. So thank you so much for reminding all of us of how important. And you watching, you're one person watching who can make a massive difference to ignite humanity. I so believe that. So, want to give us some ideas and suggestions on how to build some connection and create more in our lives so that, because when our cup is full, we have the capacity and the willingness to help others.
Yes, first of all, I want to say that also for you, you're doing this great job of building schools. So make sure, I'm sure that you will get somebody out of that, because I see the results with our students, and some of your children also will ignite humanity in the future.
Absolutely.
And creating, I'm sure, and creating connection, you know, the first thing is to have open mind and open heart. And again, there is this issue of judgment. And judgment is something that can destroy our life. I mean, we see somebody and we look at maybe is humble or is not. So we immediately criticize or we immediately create a judgment. But let's be open to the people. So creating connection is a way to put your hand toward the other person, to ask, to see what they have. I'm telling you, I learn a lot from people. And sometimes also people I was not talking to. Imagine. And these people inspired me so much and changed my life. For example, there was a lady, a woman, many years ago, was very young, maybe 40, 50 years ago, I don't know. Anyway, I was young, but already married. And I was having a normal life. I mean, I was having a job, a nice job, I made at home, whatever. My son was in a private school. But all the people around me, I mean, our context was, people was always overstressed, overwhelmed, not, I couldn't see happiness or joyfulness. Or then there was a woman, sometimes I saw her walking in our neighborhood, a very simple person. It was clear that it was a very simple person, but she was somehow a light. You saw her very simple dressing, but it was like light comes out of her. And her
Mm.
eyes, blue eyes, I still remember, very, a lot of serenity. Then one day I was passing close and I watched purposely her hands, surely hands of a person that was working hard. And she was
Mm.
having her age to retire as well. But passing close to her, I felt like energy and serenity. And then I said, here there is something to learn. And this, everybody can give you something. So she gave me, again, the possibility to reflect on something that is, you are the author of your life. You are the
Mm.
creator of your life. You can decide which kind of person you want to be, because you can be also, you have a powerful job, whatever, but then you're not happy, you're not able to spread happiness or joyfulness or harmony or compassion. So what the purpose of life? And this lady ignited me with this, just being something.
Mm. Mm.
And then from that moment, I started also trying to move out of my normal network. Let's meet other people in
Mhm.
different contexts, and that is a way to create. Nowadays, I have connection, I think, in a lot of countries. Somebody says you have friends everywhere.
Yes.
And it's somehow true, because I participate to something for kids in India. I have people in Azerbaijan, in Russia, in United States, in different countries of Africa. So very easy if you start opening your mind, first of all. So avoid judgment. The person is simple, the person is highly educated, I'm inferior, or judging also on yourself. I'm inferior or superior, or this person doesn't deserve attention because it's this and this. We never know. If we don't hear the story, if we don't listen to the people, sometimes we judge without knowing what we are saying.
It's
And
true.
we close the opportunity of meeting these people that can give you us a lot. Each one is different, as I was saying. So we can learn from everybody and we can create a strong network. And it's good. Yesterday, no, 3 days ago, I was having a child who won a bursary to go to Sweden, Helsinki, from here.
Mm.
And he got everything, whatever. So I said, no, mom, I have everything. Then I discovered just 3 days before departure, 4 days before departure, he said, no, I don't have clothes. From here, here is very hot, obviously. Yes, but I saved 8,000 shillings. 8,000 shillings is 50 euro, roughly. He said, I
Right.
have money with me. I have 3,000 shillings. I can go there and buy my clothes. Oh my gosh. In Helsinki with 50 euro, what do you buy? You need a jacket. And here, you can't buy anything like this because obviously, but 3, 4 WhatsApp message, and the child is departed with jacket, clothes, sweater,
Ah,
everything.
that is the
Network of
power of
people,
community. That is the power of community.
the
That is the
power of
power.
humanity, the power of
It's so
connections, the power
true.
of,
Humanity is so good. You just ask and you receive.
yes,
Humanity is so good. I love
that
learning from
is.
you. I love what you're doing. I'm so impressed. You've been a part of our community for quite a while. Folks, if you would like to know, Simona has written in one of our books. She's written in the Ignite Happiness book and shared with us some of her amazing happiness moments. You could get a copy of the Ignite Happiness book and read more of her story. We just have about 1 minute left. Share with us what's really on your heart that you would like everybody to know, and what you really want to share while you're on the show.
Okay, what I'm going to share is that live your life in the best possible way. I mean, fulfill your potential. You have, each one of us, we have, and we are much more of what we think. So discover your strengths, work on your strengths, recognize your strengths, because you have, as I have, as GB has, and through this knowledge, you will feel powerful. So try to live, everybody has the right to live the best possible way. We have the right to do it. And when we do it, we can spread this one to others, just with your change, without doing anything else. But if you go back home from job and you are serene, you can be tired, that's normal, but you're serene, you spread serenity in your house. If you are open to other people, you spread openness to the others. So try to embody your values and try to fulfill your potential, because you surely have, and you can surely do whatever you want. There is something that is, I say, is a secret, but it's not a secret. When you do something, you have the power to realize it. Our mind can't create a thought that you are not able to fulfill. So whatever you think, it means that you have the possibility of doing it. If you do or not, depends on you. So it means your commitment, is not only the desire, as GP was saying, is the commitment on doing it. And that's all.
You are so, so correct. If you dream it, it's meant for you. If you want it, it wants you. Well, please reach out to Simona at her website, DesireDecideDevelop.com, and find out more what she's doing. I think you and I need to connect more, because I'd love to chat with you about building a school in Africa and how I can support you and your community. You're doing blessed work, and I'm so, so, so honored to spend time with you today. Thank you, my darling.
It will be great, because also I think that we have a lot in common. We can share and empower both of us.
Amen. Amen. Thank you so much. Have a fantastic day. Blessings to you. Well, folks, it's really very true. What you desire, it desires you. And so be focused and thinking about, and take the time to listen to the things inside of you, the desire, and then decide that you're going to take some action, and then develop the tools you need to execute. Maybe you need to learn something. Maybe you need to meet somebody. Maybe you need to get some coaching or some training from someone like Simone. Maybe you need to read a book, one of our Ignite books. Maybe you need to take a course or a training. Whatever that is, when you desire something and have a passion for it, and then you make a firm decision that it's going to come into your life, and you take actions to execute, that is the path. That's the way to succeed in your life, and that ignites people around you. I agree with Simona. We all have the ability to live in our greatest and be in our highest potential. That's what the universe wants for us. So let's do it and have some fun. All right. Well, if you'd like to know more about what we're doing at Ignite, check out our website, ignitehumanity.life. Fun stuff is happening over there. We too are building schools, and we'd love for you to be a part of that. See what we're up to at our website. Check out our books that we're publishing, and find out how you can be a part of our community. If you'd like to be on the show, we'd love to hear from you. So please fill out our type form and tell us what you're doing to ignite humanity, so we can showcase you. We love people from all over the world, because we all need to come together to ignite one another. All right, blessings, and see you tomorrow.
Now, more than ever, we need to come together to connect with one another. We need to feel the truth in who we are and let go of everything that's happened in the past. We need to empower every person on the planet and awaken hearts, enliven souls, come together, laugh, play, rejoice, connect, create, and love. It's time to ignite humanity. We want you to be a part of something that will impact the future for everyone. We want you to tell your story, share your Ignite moment, show people who you truly are. Be a part of igniting humanity and making a difference in the world and all of our futures.